Hey guys, welcome back. So if I ask you to find the sum of numbers from, let's say, 1 to 5, what you're gonna do is you can simply list them. So I can just list them here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and you can just add them. So it'll be 5 plus 4 is 9, 12, 14, and then 15. And then if I ask you to find the sum of numbers from 1 to 10, you can also list all the numbers here. But then it becomes harder as you go up. So let's say if you want to find sum of numbers from 1 to 100, now doing that would be really hard manually. So if I just write them all down, it's going to take us a lot of time. But there's an easier and faster way of doing that. So there's a formula that you can use to find any sum of numbers for any series. So that formula is S, which is the sum of numbers, is equal to n times n plus 1 divided by 2. So you can use this formula to find the sum of any series of numbers. And I'm going to show you why that is the case in a second. So let's take our example again. So if you want to find the sum of numbers from, let's say, 1 to 10, we can use this formula. So plug in the numbers. So how many numbers do we have? From 1 to 10, we have 10 numbers. So we are going to use n into n plus 1 divided by 2. What is n here? N is the number of items. So from 1 to 10, we have 10 numbers. So it'll be 10 times 10 plus 1, which is 11, divided by 2. And this just becomes 2 times 1 is 2, 2 times 5 is 10, and 11 times 5 is 55. So the sum of numbers from 1 to 10 is 55. And I'm going to show you why that is the case. Why do we use this formula? So I want you to visualize this. So from 1 to 10, how many pairs do we have? So let's take the first number and the last number and add them up. So we'll take 1 and 10, we'll add them up. You get 11. Then take the second number from the list. So this is your list of numbers, right? 1, 2, 3. So I'm going to take the first and last number, add them up. You get 11. I'm going to take the second one. So I'm going to get 2 here and then 9 here. So you add them up. You get 11 again, and then 3 plus 8, you get 11 again. So you see a pattern here. So it'll be 3 plus 8, and then we can do 4 plus 7, same thing, 11, and then 5 plus 6 equals 11, and then 5, we're going to stop here because we already have this pair. We don't want to go from 6 and make a pair again because we have already covered all the pairs. So this means you have 5 pairs of 11. So using this formula, you have n into n plus 1 divided by 2. And then this just means n divided by 2. How many pairs do you have? You have 5 pairs here. And then you have 5 pairs of 11. 5 pairs of 11. So this just becomes 55. Okay. So now you can use this formula to calculate and it's the sum of any series of numbers. So now I want to take numbers from 1 to 100. Same thing. Let's just first plug it in the equation. So you get S equals to, what is n? We have 100 numbers. So from 1 to 100, we have 100 numbers. N is 100. And then 100 plus 1 is 101 divided by 2. So this just becomes 2 times 50. So 50 into 101. And this just becomes 50, 50. So that means the sum of numbers from 1 to 100 is 50, 50. Now, I want you to visualize it again. So we are going to start making pairs again. So from 1 to 100, so if we take the first number and the last number, you get 101. Then we get the second number from the left and the second highest number from the right. So you get 2 and then 99. This also gives you 101. 3 plus 98, you get 101 again. So you see there's a pattern here. And then finally, since you have numbers from 1 to 100, you're gonna have 50 pairs. You're gonna have 50 pairs of 101. So this just means your formula would be n into n plus 1 divided by 2. N divided by 2 is 50. We have 50 pairs of 101. And that's how we get 50, 50. Okay. Okay, and then finally, let's find the sum of numbers from 1 to 1000, okay? So it's going to be the same thing. So how many numbers do you have from 1 to 1000? Your n is 1000 because you have 1000 numbers between 1 and 1000. So let's plug it in the values. So you get n into n plus 1 divided by 2. N is 1000, so you get 1000 times 1001. N plus 1 is 1001 divided by 2. And then 2 times 500 is 1000. So this just becomes 500 times 1001. And when you multiply it, you get 500. Okay, so you get 500,500, and this is your answer. Now I want to give you one more example. Let's say we want to find the sum of numbers from 1 to 11. Okay, now here you see you have odd numbers of numbers. Your n is equal to 100. We can plug it in the numbers here. So you get 11 into 11 plus 1, which is 12, divided by 2. And then here 2 times 1 is 2, 2 times 6 is 12. So you get 11 times 6 equals 66. Okay, so you get this value when you plug in the values in the formula. Okay, so you're not gonna have a pair for every number because you have odd numbers of numbers here. So let me list down all the numbers here and let's start making pairs again. So you get 1 plus 11. We're gonna do the same exercise. You get 12. Then 2 plus 10, you get 12 again. 3 plus 9, you get 12 again. Then we are gonna grab 4 and 8. So you're gonna have 4 plus 8 equals 12. 5 plus 7 equals 12. But then you're gonna have this number in the middle because you have odd number of numbers you're summing up. So this is just gonna be by itself. So what you're gonna have here is you're gonna have 5 12s plus 6. So you're not gonna have a pair for every number. So that's why your n divided by 2 would be 11 divided by 2 equals 5.5 because you have 5 pairs, 0.5. So you don't have a pair for every number. You have 5 full pair and then you have a half here. So we'll have n by 2 times 12 equals 5.5 times 12. So we have 5.5 times 12. So you're gonna get 66 here. If you found this helpful, please leave a like and subscribe to my channel and let me know if you guys have any questions. Thank you for watching.